Hey everybody, welcome back. So, my friend Paul Olson has done it again. Paul is a good friend of mine, lives down in Florida, and he has sent me numerous boxes. And his request is usually to open it on camera. He said that there's something really cool in here, which that's a given because Paul has never sent anything that wasn't really cool. But first, before I open this, I got a shop card. And so I got a shop card from Dustin Lambs. Dustin, thanks for the message on the back. Lamb Chop Builds. Go check him out. He uses MCW finishes and looks like Hobby Nut models and Mr. Hobby. You guys go over there and check out his channel, Lamb Chop Builds, just like that. And give him a sub and support the community. So thank you for that shop card, Dustin. I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. All right, well, I'm excited because see, when I get this, and he told me, he said there's something really cool in here, I want to open it so bad, but until I get a chance to make a video. So today's Saturday, I got it yesterday, but I think it'd been in the mail at the post office a couple of days. So it's quite heavy too. Oh yes, it's got that sound. It's got the styrene sound. All right, let's see what's in this thing. Take the trusty hobby knife. Oh, it's busting at the seams. Let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. Ready? He knows I like weird stuff. That's one thing about Paul. Paul knows I like some weird stuff. When I say weird, I mean like not typical for most modelers, I guess. It's kind of what I mean. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Holy cow. I mean, it's a box full. Look at this. All right, first let's check out these. Got some Hot Wheels. Got a Mini Cooper. That's pretty cool. I like minis. They're really cool. Quick story on minis. My oldest daughter, Gracie. Not her first car. Her first car was kind of a hand-me-down from my mom. It was like a late 90s. Let's see, what was that thing? I don't remember. Late 90s Camry. And then we wanted to, you know, it's your oldest, the first car, you know, whatever, not first car, but first car we bought for. We found a Mini Cooper down in Jacksonville, and it was a Cooper S. It was a Clubman, so it's the one that's kind of like the station wagon model. And it was the Mini Cooper when Mini Coopers were still relatively small. They're kind of like, they've gotten a lot bigger now, but she got we found that car. It was relatively priced right. I did do some research. I did find out that they were nothing but trouble, but we decided, you know what, it would be so fun for her to have this little car. What a little sports car too. Holy moly. That thing was so fast. It was turbo, and it was so fast, it would blow your mind. I think it was a 140-mile-an-hour car. And just because the speedometer says that, guys, doesn't mean the car will really go that fast, but that car really was rated for that speed, and it would scream. But the reviews I read were right because I started having problems. I ended up changing the turbo on it, putting a new turbo. It was shot. It was direct injection, and their direct injection wasn't the greatest because your intake valves would gum up because you didn't have the gas flowing through the intake, cleaning the valve surfaces, and on and on. I had nothing but trouble. We finally said, Gracie, we got to get rid of this thing, after I sunk several $1,000s into repairs. But it was a cool car while it lasted, and she looked so good in it. It was so fun. But anyway, thanks, Paul, for that little racer Mini Cooper there. This is already going way too long. And here we got Erkenstein rod. What the heck is a Erkenstein rod? This reminds me of something that my friend Josh would build over at Extremist Models. He goes crazy with the Ford pickups and stuff and does some radical stuff. That's what that reminds me of. That's pretty neat. Erkenstein rod. Never heard of it till now. Oh, look at here. There's a 49 F1. I guess. Would this been an F100? I don't think they had F100s yet, did they? Maybe they did. There's a 49 Ford pickup truck lowrider. Just like it's got almost looks like it has those 80s Corvette wheels on it, sort of. Looks like that. That's neat. Oh, a flip nose. What's this? 56. Yep, 56 Ford panel. That's pretty darn cool. With a flip nose on it. That's neat. It says Flash the Photo Man on it there. That's neat. There's a Coca-Cola matchbox. Got a 57. And it's like a 1950. Oh, that's a Holden. Oh, cool. Okay. I almost thought it was a Chevy panel. That's a Holden right there. That's cool that they'd even have a Holden in here. Is this not an American? I don't know. You wouldn't think being an American market, they wouldn't put a Holden, because that's an Australian vehicle, which I think was, or at least it got purchased by General Motors, because you're remember when those GTOs came out in the I guess early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, something like that. Those GTOs, I think those were actually Holdens that they, like, quote unquote, retooled for the American market. But I think those are actually Holden cars. But anyway, that's neat. That'd be the only FJ Holden panel van I've ever seen in my life. And then the cool 57 right there, convertible. Coke edition. And then this one. Oh, there's two here. Here's a Coca-Cola. Got two Mustangs. We got a, looks like a, what is it, 68 Mustang Coke edition, and that's the Dad's. Okay, it's got the Dad 68, the Son's 99. That's pretty neat. This is probably from then, obviously, at least 99, but you can tell by the color of the plastic, this has got some age to it. It's pretty cool. That's lots of stuff I can hang on the walls. And another Coca-Cola edition. Here's Dad's 56 Ford pickup and Son's 98 Ford Expedition. Dad had way better taste, I can promise you that. I mean, Expeditions are nice and everything, but yeah, Dad was killing it right there. All right, model kits. Let's see what we got here. A 70 Boss 429. By far my favorite body style of Mustang is the 69, 70. I think this, you know, they changed them in 70. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, this body style was just 69, 70. I don't think 68 was that same body style, was it? Not quite, no. So yeah, by far this is my favorite body style of Mustang. And, you know, just being a dreamer, they made two cool ones, right? The 302 Boss, the 429 Boss. But by far, if I ever could have my pick of Mustang, it would be a Boss 429. They were just the ultimate in stuff it in there as best you could, you know, in the engine compartment. Just so cool. This is, make sure. Oh, we got extras in here. There's some big old, oh, this is a whole nother model kit in here. What is this? I knew it didn't fit right. So here's the Mustang. Okay, got the Mustang there. And is this 120? This probably is 124 scale. Yep. It says Revell on it, but it is a reboxed monogram kit. They're really cool. And they're 124th. I kind of prefer 124th. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like it's easier. Well, that's probably not true. What is this? This has some monster Firestone rears. What the heck is that? Is that a vet? Oh, this is some kind of, what the heck is this? A Corvette Pro Street, 1987. Persuader. Huh. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Oh, there's the top, there's the part of the box right here. Oh my goodness, look at that. 1/25th scale, Revell. Look at those. The tires are so far under there. That is something. I remember going to the drag strip as a kid. I have not been to a drag strip in years. I used to go to the Gator Nationals every year for about 3 or 4 consecutive years back in the late 90s. But I used to go to the drag strip. We had somewhat of a local drag strip about an hour away that I would go to, and you know, you see these vets that were tubbed and all. Man, that's cool. It's hard for you guys to see it, but there's the rear chassis. Man, that's awesome. I don't think I've seen that one before. It looks like it's probably all here. There's your glass wrapped up there. Oh, there's the decals. And then look at those deep dish wheels right there, man. Wow, too cool. Fuel injected because there's injection lines. And then those big giant rears, somewhat a Pro Street. Because look at those things. That's pretty darn neat. Thank you, Paul. Definitely hit the odd list for me because I've not seen that one. That's really neat. The Persuader. Corvette Pro Street. Neato. Oh, there's an extra kit in there. I didn't even see that. All right, here's one. The Green Hornet Black Beauty. What is this thing? Is it an old Lincoln? Let's see, what is this? It's a 1/32nd scale. What is that car? 33 parts. Some of you guys if I don't find it, let me know in the comments what was this car based off of. I was thinking maybe a Lincoln. I don't know. That's a curbside. That'd be neat to build. I have seen this, like other people doing something with it, but I've never. I'm seeing if I'm looking over what kind of car it actually is, but I don't see that. Very cool. And it's the Green Hornet, an old TV show, I guess. That's before my time, I can promise you that. I know about the Green Hornet, but I knew he had didn't he have or was that the Green Lantern? Wasn't there a Green Lantern cartoon or comic book where the guy had like a ring or something? He was a Green Lantern, and was there a Green Hornet, or did the Green Hornet wear? Or I don't remember. I have no recollection. Here is a 48 Lincoln. This is a Lindbergh kit. So, let's see, is that what that is over there? If I'm not mistaken, this is a Pyro kit reboxed by Lindbergh. And the reason I say that is because if you'll look right here, that Lincoln 1/25th scale, I believe that's the same car. That's the Pyro kit right there. So it started as the Pyro, and then it ended up being a Lindbergh kit. And I have these funky flip top boxes. Yep, that's what that is. That's the old Pyro reboxed. Thank you, man. What a cool car too. And I don't remember, are these multi-piece bodies? Gotta be, because it ain't, the body's not a one-piece body in there. Oh man, that chrome looks nice. Wow. I wonder if the Pyro kit has chrome or if you had to paint it. I don't know. I've not opened that kit up. But man, that chrome right there, that's something else. Did a good job on that one. And it does have an engine, maybe? Does the hood open? I don't know. There's kind of hard to tell without getting into it, but I don't know if it's got an engine or not. I do see a radiator. So yeah, it's got a radiator. The hood opens, I think, because this is just pictures of the real car. What a fat ride right there, man. Too cool. Look at that grill. Could you imagine like restoring this thing and have to have the chrome redone or something? It would cost an arm and a leg or two. And then this is a cool kit. 51 Chevy Bel Air convertible. If I'm not mistaken, I've got an original. I don't know what the original is, but I've got one. I'm looking at it over there on the shelf. This is going to be what, early 2000s or something like that. This is AMT by Auto World. What would the year be on this one? I'm thinking early 2000s, but okay, let's look on the bottom. 2008 re-release of the 51 Chevy Bel Air convertible. And the one on my shelf over there is an early one, probably late 70s, and it's kit, if I can see it from here, kit.The 272, and this is kit AMT-608. So that's really cool. I get to looking at my kit sometimes because I haven't been doing as much building as I want to. I've just kind of been busy. But I'll look at stuff and I'm just like, man, it's so fun. Model kit building is so fun, especially if you have a lot of time on your hands. But when I get out and just start looking through my kits and things, I'll do that periodically. Just get a kit down and start looking at it. It's like, golly, I want to build that so bad. I mean, this looks like it would be a fun car to build too. And I could, like, you could build a 48 Ford and set them beside each other, you know, convertible. That would be fun. Yeah, 51 Chevy Bel Air. Very nice. That's cool. All right, last one in here. Oh, just a quick, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the video. If you hadn't already, month of May, for every $10 that you spend on mcvproducts.net, for every $10 you spend, you automatically are entered for an entry. So for a $150 gift card and this 68 Chevelle model kit. So if you spend $10, you get one entry. If you spend $20, you get two entry, so on and so forth. So for every $10 you get an entry. You don't have to do anything, you're automatically entered. Hopefully whoever wins it is someone who purposely wanted to enter, because you know there is a chance that someone just came across my website and didn't know that. And if they win, you know, they still win, because this is going to be whoever whose name is drawn. But yeah, you'll get an entry for every $10 you spend at mcvproducts.net. $150 gift card for my 3D printed products and that model kit. But anyway, all right, back to this. 63 hardtop, 3-in-1 stock custom advance. This is a repop. Notice this kit does not contain putty, sandpaper, or upholstery. That's weird. Upholstery? I think it means like maybe cloth for the carpets or something. We're gonna open it up here in a second. Let me get this box out of the way. Get this big old, oh, it's glued to the backboard. All right, let's get this, if I can knock all this stuff down. These kits are kind of confusing because I guess, yeah, this is the Ford 500 XL Sports Hardtop kit 6003 and a repop of 1995. So this is a repop of the original boxing of this kit, which is really cool anyway. I don't have this. Look at the old use AMT lacquer for that finishing touch. I love how they did these old boxes and made them, put everything back on them. That is really cool. But some of these model kits you would see, like I don't know if it was Johan or if it's the AMTs, or maybe all of them, they would have like a picture on the front or on the, like, but that might not be what's actually in there. You have to look at the side and like see what the car actually is in it. Check that out. That's neat. Also, you know what? This is, isn't this that Galaxy? I built those 4 model kits for MCV finishes, and the one that he sent me, yeah, this is that same kit, but except this is not the promo. This one actually has the engine. They have the, what's the series called? It's the Craftsman series or something like that, I believe is what it is. I'm looking for one up there. I don't see it. But they had these in the promo style. Yeah, because on the promo style, on the bottom of it, it had a bunch of different things. Like the rear end would have something written on it. The exhaust would have like ceramic coated. The gas tank. It had all these. If you go back and watch those videos where I was building those 4 kits for Michael Guest for MCV finishes, MCW finishes. I pointed all that out. How it had all this stuff because it was a promo. It would have been a car that would have been sent to a dealership, and the people could look at what that car was going to look like, and they could look under the bottom and they could read all these, you know, these cool things that they were doing for safety and for longevity and things like that. But this one doesn't have it because it's not a promo edition. Although some people would still call that a promo because it has the axle and all in it. But this one has an engine bay. It's a screw. The frame screws to it. I kind of like that because the hardest part for me is getting the bodies to, well, it's not a screw. It's got pins. I'm sorry. Well, so no, it's not a screw down, but it is an alignment process that you would use to get it to fit right. Well, okay. You know, I think the one I built for Mike was the same way too. But anyway, I digress. Whatever that means. I've just heard people say that. I'm not 100% sure what digress means. There's the engine. So yep, this one has an engine, and it has customizing stuff where the other kit doesn't. Okay, so it does have interior, just not upholstery. So here's some of that. I guess some of that 60s styling. Where the heck would that go? Over to, no, it wouldn't go there. What is that? Let me take a look. I don't have a darn clue where that would go. It looks like it would be something that would, like, you know what I mean? Kind of looks like it would go there. I have not a clue. This might not even be that. I don't know. Anyway, it has these other things. You can tell that is all 60s customizable type stuff. Here's some, not really sure what those are. Fins of some sort. There's the hood. I was going to say hood, but then thought engine, and it came out hood. But there's the engine top. So it's that modular type, you know, heads and intake are together. Then there's your hood with a hole in it for, I guess, a supercharger or something like that. And here's a little mouse. Look at him. Look at that little guy. The fella's waving at us. Hey buddy, how you doing? It's like a trophy stand. Oh yeah, look at that square steering wheel. That's stylish for sure. Got 3 2 barrels. And then the bunch of chrome. Got this original grill and rear. Got the valve covers that I can't quite make out what it says on there. Thunderbird, I believe. Yep, does it say Thunderbird? I think it does say Thunderbird on the valve covers. And that's all custom stuff right there. Bunch of custom chrome. Yep, that's pretty darn cool. Thank you, Paul. So, this was a great surprise. I do appreciate Paul and all that he has contributed to my channel. He's a good friend. I get to see him at least once a year down in JacksCon. This past year we spent quite a bit of time together. He and his wife were there, and Miss Summer, and we had a good time. Just sat and talked. When the legs hurt and back hurts, sit down for a while and just have a good old time. But yeah, that right there, that's cool. And I think that's what he was hinting on his message to me about. There was something that was really cool. I think he said it was in another box, possibly. I don't remember exactly, but I knew there was something hiding in there. And that is definitely mean and bad to the bone right there. But with all that said, guys, I appreciate you. You're great. Again, thanks to Paul, thanks to Miss Summer, thanks to everyone who's sent me stuff. This has been an overwhelming ride. Not overwhelming like I don't know what to do, but overwhelming in the generosity that people have. And I know everybody can't do this. I totally get it, and it's not expected. Number one, it's not expected at all. I don't expect anything to show up at my door or in my mailbox, but it does, and it's greatly appreciated. So thank you so much to everyone who has done that. And if you can't, hey, we're still buddies, and I count you just as much as help with my channel as anybody else, because you're sitting there watching this, and yeah, I appreciate you. So guys, don't forget, as always, just like Dustin says, go check out hobbynutmodels.com, and while you're there, grab yourself some great MCW paint, a model kit, and all the stuff to go with it. Go check out Lamb Chop Builds, and yeah, MCW. I got too many links in my head. Hobby Nut Models has been such a help to this channel to get me going, and it still continues to keep me going. So thank you to Mark over at Hobby Nut Models. MCV Products is my website. Again, every $10 you spend gets you an entry into the drawing. That'll be at the end of May, or actually it'll probably be the beginning of the next month, after it's all tallied up. But yeah, good times. Thank you to all you guys that support my website. Ellie appreciates it. She got a little raise, so I wanted to let you guys know that. She works hard, and if there's any mistakes, it's her fault. I'm just joking. She does really good. Heather was even in there helping us the other day, because we got hit kind of hard, which that's a good thing. And Heather was in there. We were getting everything together, as well as I've been printing a lot of extra stuff to take to the show on the 18th, May 18th in Simpsonville, South Carolina. The SCMA show up there. I think they call it the Upstate show, I believe. I'm not even 100% sure where Simpsonville is located on the map, because I went there last year, but you know, I'm not using a map like shows me where it is, so I never even really paid attention to where in South Carolina I was at. But May the 18th, Simpsonville, South Carolina. If you want more information on, I don't have a flyer in front of me right now, but if you want more information on that show and its whereabouts, just reach out in the comments or email me. All that's in the description, and I'd like to see you there. It's going to be a good time. So we're back to my point. I've been printing a lot because we're vending at that show, and it takes a lot of extra, because I don't want to just deplete everything that I have on the shelves, because the way we work at MCV Products, well, but does that sound official? I have everything already printed, so when you order, you don't have to wait. It's right there. It just gets packed up and it's gone. So everything that I list, it's there on the shelf. I find it nice to, when you order something, you get it pretty quick. So that's how we work. We don't print it as you order it. But for shows, I have to print a lot of extra, because I have to keep the stock the shelf stocked, as well as double it or triple it for what I'm taking to the shows. I don't want to show up there and just, you know, not have enough products. So anyway, enough talking, guys. Thanks a lot. Go check out Lamb Chop Builds. Thanks to all of you guys. Thanks again to Paul Olson. And hey guys, thanks so much. We'll talk to you later. See you soon. All right, bye.